Chemistry from Superior Science, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make molecules out of candy. So this is a super fun activity that you can just do with whatever you have at home. So you're just going to want to make sure that you get together all different kinds of like candy or soft fruits or anything you have at home. Just anything that you think would be good for different molecules, and obviously just choose things that you're not allergic to. So before we start making our own molecules, we're just going to start with a super quick lesson on what exactly chemistry is and why this is helpful for you. So what is chemistry? Well, chemistry is the study of matter, its properties, how and why substances combine or separate to form other substances, and how substances interact with energy. Many people think of chemists as being white-coated scientists mixing strange liquids in a laboratory, so like me. But the truth is, we are all chemists. Chemistry is part of everything in our lives. What are elements? Well, an element is a substance that cannot be broken down into any other substance. So every element is made up of its own type of atom. This is why the chemical elements are all very different from each other. So for example, this is why oxygen atoms are completely different from the atoms that we would see in like gold or silver, for example. Everything in the universe contains the atoms of at least one or more elements. So the periodic table lists all the known elements and groups those together with others that have similar properties. So some examples of elements would be gold, hydrogen, potassium, chlorine. So what are molecules? Well, a molecule is the smallest particle of a substance that retains the chemical and physical properties of that substance. A molecule may consist of atoms of a single chemical element, so that would be like oxygen, which is O2, so it's two oxygen atoms bonded to each other, or of different elements, so that's like water, which is H2O, so that has three different atoms in there, two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom, and they're bonded and they're of different types. So as components of matter, molecules are common in organic substances and therefore biochemistry, and are what allow for life-giving elements like liquid water and breathable atmospheres. So you'll learn all about these different types of bonds when you get into high school. So this is just kind of like a beginner lesson. What are some chemicals that we see in our everyday lives? Well, let's name some good examples. So we have water, we have nail polish, we have our blood, we have window cleaner, we have just about anything you imagine. So a fun fact is that anything is a chemical. So therefore, everything we see is made up of chemicals. Kind of shocking, right? Has anyone ever seen a model of a molecule before? Well, that's kind of what we're learning about today. So basically, models of molecules are a different way for us to be able to visualize exactly what the molecule looks like. So in each case, they'll use a different color or shape for each type of atom, and then they'll use almost like a line structure to show the bonds. This allows us to visualize molecules in an artistic way that makes it easier for us to understand how everything around us is made up of them. So I have my lab coat on, I've done my taste test, and we are all set to go. Just a tip when choosing candies, you're going to want to make sure that you choose things that you don't have any allergies to, and obviously you can also modify them if you want, so you can use different fruit, or you can use marshmallows, or whichever you have around the house. Just make it as easy as you can, and you don't want anything that you're allergic to, just because we want to be sure we're being You're going to want to start by getting your space prepared. So here I have my paper towel just to keep it off the table so I can eat it after. And then I have my different types of candies that are going to be used for my molecules. And then I also have my toothpicks because these will be the bonds. So yeah, you just want to make sure that you have a clean space to get started, and then you can follow along. Okay, so the first molecule I'm going to be making is water. So water's chemical formula is H2O. So what this means is that you're going to have one central oxygen atom. So that is my little strawberry marshmallow here. And then you're going to have two hydrogen atoms attached on either side to the central oxygen. So that is my two little yellow jubes, which are going to represent my hydrogen. So basically you're going to take your oxygen, I'm gonna put one bond here, which is my toothpick. And then I'm just gonna take my hydrogen and attach it on the other side. So there's one bond, and then I'm gonna take my other toothpick, put it into my central oxygen, and then I'm gonna attach my other hydrogen. So here we go. So I have my little water molecule right here. So as you can see, I have my oxygen in the middle and I have my two hydrogens on either side. So as you guys know, water is a fluid at room temperature. And so that just has to do with the different types of atoms that are in the molecule and how they interact with each other. So that's what causes water to be fluid. And so as you can see, it only has single bonds in this case, and it's kind of in a bent formation like this. Okay, and for my next molecule, I'm going to be making methane. So methane's chemical formula is CH4. So what this means is you have one central carbon. So that's going to be my red marshmallow in this case. And then you're going to have it surrounded by 4 hydrogens. So my hydrogen atoms are going to be my mini white marshmallows. So what you're going to do is you're going to start by taking one bond and put that right in the top there. Then you're going to want to attach a mini marshmallow. So there's one. And then the rest, they kind of circle around the bottom. So I'm going to start by doing just my toothpicks here so I can show you. So as you can see, they kind of are coming out at different angles here. So it looks like this. That's what the bottom of the methane molecule will look like. And then I'm going to take my hydrogens and I'm going to attach them to each bond. So then they circle around the main carbon. And once you're done, it should look like this. So this one here is a methane molecule. So as we know, methane is a common greenhouse gas. So this one will stay as a gas at room temperature. And once again, that's due to how the hydrogens interact with the central carbon. And so this here is called a tetrahedral shape. So that just is because of the way there's 3 bonds coming out straight like this and then one out of the top. So yeah, there is your completed methane molecule. So for our next molecule, we're going to be making oxygen. So this is the oxygen that we breathe. So this is a gas at room temperature. And so basically, the way this works is you're going to have 2 oxygen atoms. So here I'm using my little white like cherry candies here. And then I have 2 bonds because they're connected by a double bond. So I'm going to take one and just squish it into my cherry here. And then I'm going to take the next one and I'm going to do the same into the same little cherry. And then I have my next candy here. And I'm just going to stick that onto the other side of my toothpicks. So in the end, you should have something like this. So as you can see, there's 2 of the same atoms, so those are oxygen atoms, and then they're connected by a double bond here. So that's represented by the 2 toothpicks. So this is the exact molecule of the oxygen that is in the air. So this is the oxygen that we breathe, and that's around us every day. Okay, so the last molecule we're going to be making is carbon dioxide. So we already made our oxygen, so that's what we breathe in, but what do we breathe out? That's the carbon dioxide. So in this case, you're going to need 1 central carbon. So let's see what candy I'll use here. I think I'm going to use one of these marshmallows again, because these seem to work really good for the bigger molecules. So I have my 1 carbon, and then I'm going to need 2 oxygens. So I'm going to pick 2 of my white cherry candies here. So let me just grab those. So I have my 2 oxygens, which are right here. So basically, carbon dioxide is a gas at room temperature. So this is what we breathe out, like I mentioned. So we're always breathing in oxygen and we're breathing out carbon dioxide. So we're going to be making that now. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your 2 oxygens. So these are the ones that will be on the side, and you're going to attach 2 toothpicks in each one. Oh, I just broke my toothpick. That's okay. We'll just grab a new one. And then Okay, so I've started by attaching 2 toothpicks in each oxygen molecule. So then I'm going to take these and I'm going to attach them to the main carbon. But I'm going to want to make sure that they're all kind of in a straight line. So I'll show you this as soon as I'm done. Okay, so there we go. So I have my finished carbon dioxide. So the way this works is you have your central carbon atom here, and then you have your 2 oxygens on either side, and they're connected to the main carbon by a double bond. So as you can see, I have my 2 toothpicks, so those represent the double bond. And then this one is also in a straight line, just like the oxygen. So once you're done all of your molecules, it's time to eat them. And obviously, this is my favorite part of the experiment. So I just want to make sure that everyone has used candies that they don't have any allergies to and that are safe, so then you can obviously enjoy this experiment as much as I do.